Unofficial Therapy, welcome. It's your girl, Waheeda. I'm joined by one of my friends, Ken Star.
What up? How you doing?
I get to listen to you on the radio.
High 97 every day. That's my word. No.
Yeah, talk to me about that. I'm so happy for you.
I'm gonna stop eating the fruit.
Okay.
Shout out to High 97. They gave us a show, but it happened around the same time they were moving the whole morning show crew. So that people were mad at us for a second, like, how's it gonna be y'all? Y'all knew, but there was a group of people that loved us because we are from New York.
From New York, content creators.
Shout out to Ray, Linda A-Bar. Then we came up with Tri-State of Mind, and we were practicing, doing our studying and tutoring for being on the radio before we got on, and they gave us the gig for the weekend.
That's beautiful. Tell me about that. How do you prepare for a project like that?
It's hard because it's not even hard. It's like we clicked. We never worked together, me, Linda, and Ray, but we just happened to click.
Three different personalities.
Three different types of content. We just clicked, and we in a group text every day now.
Fire.
What happened today? What happened this week? Giving each other the tea and all that, and making sure we're ready for Saturday mornings.
Being on the radio is different than content creation, right? Because
it's the same thing. I'm never gonna hold you because we're live streaming too.
Oh.
Well, we're live streaming on YouTube, and then we're live on the radio. But it's you got to be in character.
Talk to me about backlash. Like, how do you handle that?
What backlash?
Like you said that there was some little bit of like.
Oh, let me tell you something about people in the comments. Which camera I look at? Well, it don't matter.
This one right here.
I don't care. Yeah, just typing away is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I love your opinion.
Opinion ain't all you want.
Yeah, yeah, but that doesn't mean that's who I am.
Yeah, that doesn't mean who I am. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's in my brain. Oh my God.
This is what I do, baby.
This is therapy. Oh my God.
So, like, no, seriously though, like one thing about being in a spotlight, or even like having jobs, or I mean, most people can relate to this. Haters are gonna be everywhere.
Hey, no matter if you do good or bad, people always gonna talk. That's the rule of life.
Yeah, and for at some point in my life, I feel like it was really hard for me to get negative feedback. It used to hurt my feelings, and I would cry and be sensitive. And now I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm. Sometimes I do like receive the feedback and make an immediate change. But there's times where I'm like, okay.
No, you just go back to your why and why you're doing this. Then that defeats everything.
Talk to me about your childhood. I know you're a New Yorker. J-Lo was talking. J-Lo recently said, if you're not born in New York, then you're not a New Yorker.
And you know what's crazy? I commented.
What you say?
I commented in the comment. It did like 15,000 likes on the comment. I said, if you want to be a New Yorker, you got to eat 500 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Dead ass.
The New York Times picked it up, my comment, and they tagged me. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, but it's just crazy, like, over that comment. But that goes to just show you, like, people just want to be a part of New York, and I'm not mad at that. But I feel like there's got to be like a city exam, an obstacle course in the hood or something.
For sure.
You got to order a bacon, egg, and cheese blindfolded or something. I don't know.
I think the number one thing for me, definitely the breakfast menu. You have to have a diverse breakfast menu option. I love a Dominican breakfast. I love the deli.
Mango.
Yes, I love the deli breakfasts. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing about New York. You can have all of that.
Yes, together, the fusion.
Together.
But I would like to say that, situational awareness, that is how you know a New York. Are you on point?
Like if you hear the gunshots, you have to run. You don't stay there and look around and wonder how you can help. You leave.
Yes, you leave. You get away from danger. Sometimes I work with people that were not raised in New York, and sometimes we're in like situations where there's dangerous situations. Let's say that, and I will be the only one that has some sort of like elevated fear for my safety, and I'm like, why is that? Because they're all not from New York. They're not New Yorkers. And I was born in another country, guys. So according to Jay, I was born in South America.
Where?
Guyana.
What?
Guyana.
Guyana?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I was born in Guyana, so we're a fusion of multiple things.
Yes.
Portuguese, Indian, Chinese, Black, all of that. African, whatever however you want to say.
Yeah, you exotic, we got it.
Exotic. But even though I was raised in New York, and being raised in New York, you learn situational awareness. And I feel like that is a very important part.
I think it's just
common. New Yorker.
I think it's just common sense. Not everybody has that.
So you were born in New York?
Parents? Yeah, I was born in the Bronx. Then I moved to Harlem. I'm Puerto Rican Colombian.
I know you're. Yep. That beautiful fusion.
Then I moved to Harlem. Then I created something called Barlem, which is the Bronx and Harlem.
I love that.
Because I'm both.
How so? What's the difference?
There is no difference. I feel like the Bronx and the Harlem is the same thing. but everybody calls Bronx dirty. I don't know why.
The aesthetics might not be super.
The Bronx is nice, all right?
Right?
Yankee Stadium. That's what we got there, but the Bronx is nice.
I like it all. I drive now, so I'm very comfortable going to the Bronx.
There you go.
Maybe if I was taking a train, I'd be a little bit more.
Train,
got to get on that long ride.
Depends what time. Oh, not even. The train is the train.
Exactly. But I love the Bronx. I love the culture. I love the food. I love the food options. The food trucks, amazing food trucks
It's
everywhere.
the Bronx, man. It's the Bronx. You can't. It's where hip hop started. I'm sorry.
So talk to me about your parents.
My mom is cool. She's still alive. God bless her soul. That lady loves me and all the dumb things I do. She's finally understanding. Like, in the beginning, she didn't get it. Like, why I got fired. Decided to.
Yeah, the 9 to 5. You
I left the 9 to 5. I got fired, but I was already leaving in my brain. And she didn't understand it, but she gets it now. She sees that people recognize me, and people come up to her in the neighborhood like, your son is a nice boy, but he's dumb. But that's me.
And then dad.
My dad passed away years ago. Yeah, when I was 26, around there. Yeah, so I ended up doing these videos called Living with My Pops because I started forgetting about my pops. So I was like, you know what? Let me do these skits because I wasn't even doing that much Spanish in my videos either. So I was like, let me do more Latino stuff for me, for the community, and for my pops. So I ended up doing this series called Living with My Pops. I'm trying to work something out of it. Like I got this script. It's just hard to like make it come to life.
Manifest
but yeah, no, not manifest it. Make it come to life because I already got the script. It's just trying to make it happen. It's different.
Bring it to reality.
Yeah, there we go.
Talk to me about some lessons that you learned from your parents.
Some lessons?
Yeah, life lessons, memories that are important.
Oh, man. I remember before my pops passed away, just told me to take care of your family. He was like, always take care of your family because that's who's always going to be there for you, no matter if you get canceled. He didn't say canceled because at that time it wasn't, But I'm just thinking in my head, no matter if people hate you, love you, don't like you anymore, when you're up, when you're down, your family's always going to be there.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's a very real thing, when people face their dark times, it's always family. That was a great lesson that you was able to pass on.
I didn't understand it. I know it don't make no sense, but I didn't understand it till later on in life, till I started getting even older and, struggling. You don't realize it, time flies and people fly with it.
Something about your mom, like what has your mom taught you besides knowing how to cook?
Patience. Yeah, she always take your time. That was her thing. Like even now, she be, she got her little stroller, her little walker, and I'd be like, come on, hurry up, let's go. She'd be like, patience. I'm gonna get there, but just chill.
Talk to me about the losing your job situation. Well, you leaving your job. What was the defining moment that made you say to yourself, hey, it's time for me to not do this anymore and I need to pivot to something else?
I worked with the Gay Men's Health Center, actually right here on 9th Ave and 32nd Street. I was there for like a year or two. I was helping people. It was so this wasn't even in my degree of...
It wasn't your field?
It wasn't my field or anything. It was just something, I needed a job. But it was different, and it was a different type of light because I wasn't used to these type of people. Okay. And it was something I wasn't used to at all. But
the variety of
variety of personalities and stuff like that, all in one shot. But, you get to know some of these people, and my job was basically people who got discriminated against for, being gay or having HIV and stuff and couldn't get apartments or jobs. Yeah. We helped them, direct them to the right place. Sometimes we had to check in, make sure their insurance stuff is good, they're taking medicines and stuff. Yeah, and that's what I was doing. And at that time, I slapped a dude in a casket. That video went viral, and people in my job were recognizing me. And I was also, I started getting hosting gigs at the strip clubs, to come in, do the host the night because I went viral the other day. But then I had to go to work at like 8 a.m, coming out the club at 6 a.m.
So you realize...
Oh, man, I realized...
It wasn't feasible anymore.
I realized they caught on and they already knew what was happening. And one day I came into work and, somebody walked in the office and was like, I don't want him using my real life stories in his videos. Oh. And I remember coming in late that day. Did I come in late? I think I came in late. I'm not even sure, but I know I came in. They come to the office, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna get a raise. And they was like, "Yo, why?" I was late. They was like, "Yo, why you was late?" And at the time, I used my pops as an excuse. Wait, wrong hand. My fault. I used my pops as an excuse, and that didn't even work because he had the flyer for me at the strip club.
Yo, what?
Pulls out the iPad with the flyer. He was like, "This is not you." I'm like, "Ah, yeah, that was there, bro. I'm sorry, man." He goes, "Yo, bro, you're a funny dude, but you know we gotta let you go, man. But we're gonna give you unemployment because I like you." Whatever.
So they worked it out. That's actually very beneficial to you.
Yeah, it was cool. You know, it was my first time getting fired from like an office job, and I had to clean out my desk and all that. Then they had security.
Escorted you out.
Escorted me out. I'll never forget it. And, you know, I worked at the GMAC, you know. There's a few gay people there that worked there. But there was this one dude. He got up and he's like, "We're gonna miss you, Ken."
I love that. I love that.
Well, I started dying laughing right there, yo. And then
Iconic.
I quit my job. And that same day, I went to go shoot a skit.
Look at that.
Shot a skit with Sasha Mercy. Shout out to Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
Skit ended up going on the Shade Room. We went viral, and I was like, you know what?
I made the right choice.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I think I want to do this. Right there, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to shoot these videos. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, I'm here.
Yeah. And it's I mean, the amount of attention you've gotten, the amount of people that reach out, you're so hilarious.
It is me. It's more about the experiences and the places I've been to because of that free app. You know, that blows my mind. So,
what's somewhere that shocked you, or stays in your mind?
I don't want to say the obvious, but
what's the obvious? I don't know.
Let me see. Somewhere I went to that shocked my mind. Nowhere really that shocks me. It's just being there.
Yeah.
Or getting to be there because of an app.
Yeah.
Or being a fool on an app, being funny on an app. And, you know, they booked me and they sent me to this place, you know.
Yeah.
Like my first time being in Houston, Texas was
because of
Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy. You know, I got a deal early on with Atlantic Records doing promo for them all through a free app. You know, it was.
I think when they created Instagram, I feel like they kind of knew that it would be a connector, you know, and maybe the visionaries in that company kind of knew that, hey, this is gonna do so much. It's gonna have a ripple effect.
Yeah, I mean, once they seen when they tried it with Vine and they only had like 6 seconds to do videos. What if we had a minute? What if we had 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
What if we had unlimited lifetime? What can people do?
June is men's mental health month. You know that?
Yeah, no, that's you know, I was talking about that today on the radio. Oh no, I was on live talking about it.
Yeah.
How is it June is men's mental health month? Puerto Rican weekend. I mean Puerto Rican day parade month, and it's gay pride also.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stress for men.
That's a lot. That's a lot happening.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
You gotta plan.
That's a lot, man. All in 1 month is crazy. Why they do that to us?
Cause June is popping.
No. no. It's not that it's popping. It's stressful. Men's mental health. Yes. Men's mental health is very important. I saw a therapist my first time about a year ago. I was going through my relationship stuff. I'm single now. And you got to check yourself sometimes. Like, you got to check yourself. Not ask your friend, like, yo, what's good? Not ask your girl, whoever your partner is. You got to get that inside opinion, and you need somebody to talk to.
And when you did that, what were some things you found beneficial?
Then I am an asshole. Nah.
That you
I don't care. I'm always going to be an asshole. I don't care about that.
That you have room to grow.
But the single therapist made me realize some things that were wrong in my relationship that I could take blame. I could take part of the blame, and she could take part of the blame too. But it was more of clearing my head, finding clarity where I could just be like, forget the past, let's move forward, you know? And you got a lot of goals going on, and there's a lot of things you want to reach, and you're getting older, so forget about that, you know?
Do you find that relationships are hard for you to maintain? Like intimate relationships?
Yeah.
Because you're moving fast, you know, you're exposed to a lot, you're constantly meeting new people.
Yes, it is. Being on social media, or I guess just being a celebrity in general, it's hard to maintain a relationship. But, you know, you do find some people. Now, you know what? I didn't find nobody. I didn't find nobody because they didn't do what they needed to do. And at the same time, I didn't do what I have to do. So I feel like me and that person, you know, it just didn't work out, basically. We tried, and that was it.
Is there anything that you could suggest to others as it relates to like
I know it's
maintaining a healthy
I'm gonna tell you right now, be honest. Be honest. Even if it hurts. Be honest. Because you don't wanna be stuck with somebody that you're really not happy with.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. That's like wasted talent, you know? You know how people say wasted talent. Well, I forgot what's the saying. I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be stuck with somebody that you're not happy with, you know?
That's the bottom line. I think there's only so much time that we have on this planet. Like that's a lot of us. We're like, oh, I'm gonna live forever. No.
No, you're not. No,
you got a good 100 years, 60 if you're drinking and smoking.
60 if you're drinking and smoking.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you really have to live each day in a meaningful way and with those that really make you happy.
I'm not even, you know, now that you say that, I'm not even like, I'm worried about making myself happy instead of making somebody else happy. Because I feel like if I make myself happy and I meet you, you should be happy too. You know, I don't know. I feel like that's how it should work.
Yeah, it's all energy.
Yeah.
It's all energy. And if someone genuinely, you know, like attracts like, right? And if you're genuinely in a good place and they're genuinely in a good place, things work out.
Then things work out, yeah.
You know, and when we force things, that's where
I feel like that's what happens too. I feel like things were forced all around on my end, her end, and you know, people separate.
Now we talk about your videos. You always talk about relationships, right? You're always bringing like relationship issues to light, but it's like in such the way you.
It's what I know. You know, it's
hilarious.
It's what I know,
right? And so I want you to tell me like, what's some red flags for you?
Red flags
in a relationship.
Flip the phone thing. Where they got the phone flipped.
Oh, like this?
Where they got that.
Okay.
But I don't even. That doesn't even.
I don't know. That's so petty.
I know it sounds
right?
petty. It sounds petty.
Yeah.
If you know the person, it sounds petty. No.
It sounds petty. Okay.
It doesn't bother me. I just feel like social media got to people's relationships.
You know what? I don't think it's social media. I think we want to blame social media. I think it's an ability to know what you have, recognize what you have, and fight off temptation. Those are the two things
why
that
there's a lot of fighting temptation. Like
because the thing about social media, right, is you feel like you have all these options and there's so many good-looking people, and you're like, damn, this person looks so great. And then you talk to them and they're showing you their best self, and you're like, wow, I connect so much better with this new person, right? And then
it's just like that, guy.
Then
I'm agreeing with you,
right? And then the boyfriend at home, you're like, I don't like him anymore. He's annoying. He's always asking me questions and trying to control me. Maybe this new guy is better.
Were you there when I was with him? No, that's not what happened to me, man.
But it's a
no, that is
right. Common trend, right? In relationships, it's a common trend. Like we're always looking for what's new, but then what we don't realize is everybody comes with something, and if you really like the person, you're just gonna have to figure out what that is and work through it. And that's
but that right there, work through it. People don't want to work through it. People want to give up, want to come back, and people are just, I don't even think people know what they want anymore. I think we're at a state right now that people are looking out for themselves, which is okay. Got to protect you. But I don't know. I just feel like relationships right now is just.
Well, New York City
in New York, because everybody's famous here. Everybody's famous. Everybody think they're a model. Everybody think they're a comedian now. It's crazy.
Yeah. New York City is a hard place to date. Do you think that you can find love in New York City?
Yes.
Do you know anyone
I have
has found love?
I found love out here. I found love out here.
Tell us about that.
Well, I'm not with her anymore, but we. Is this what the podcast is about?
I just need to know. I just need to know.
Yeah, I was in love and I found love in the city. You know,
that's promising then.
But
when you were growing up, were you encouraged to express yourself?
Oh hell no! My pops wanted to go to the military. I was bigger than what I was now.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to go military, lose weight, and be a soldier. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you, yo?
So you're sending me on a battlefield.
So I was gonna go to the Coast Guard. I was like, let me start off low. Go to the Coast Guard, but they still make you work out and all that. So I ended up doing it every weekend. They'll come pick me up. I'll go work out. Then I lost the weight, and now I didn't want to go. Girls started liking me. I decided to stay.
Yeah, you want to stay in New York.
Yeah, I had to stay in New York.
What we talk about Mental Health Month, and we talk about like men having to manage their mental health, right? That's something common that people often say that men find it hard to speak to others about, their struggles, what they're going through. Why is that?
Because people don't want to get embarrassed. People feel embarrassed. People feel like, what if he's going to go run off, me and him, like if I tell my boy this and me and him have a bad situation, he'll go off and tell somebody about what happened to me. That's what it usually is. But if you know your friends, you know your friends, But if you don't know your friends, get a therapist. Talk to them. Sometimes you just need to let it out. It doesn't matter what you're saying. You just need somebody to speak to. You just need somebody to listen to.
That's the bottom line. The bottom line is that when you are struggling, a therapist is like someone that is safe.
Mm-hmm.
All of what you're telling them is confidential.
Let me let y'all know something. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
I met my therapist through Instagram.
Really?
Just like that. She was following me.
Okay.
I just typed in the search bar one time, and then she was the first person that popped up. And I just like how she spoke. It's not that she spoke eloquently or anything like that. It's just, she just spoke a very, she listened. Let me just shut up. She listened.
She listened to you. And they also talk about like that you have, in order for therapy to work, you have to find someone that you mesh well with, right? That you feel comfortable and safe talking to. Because a lot of the times, the reason why men, I don't want to speak for men, but a lot of the times I feel like they may find it hard to talk about their struggles because they don't feel safe, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
They don't connect with the person, right? And so...
Or sometimes men are just being men. There's that man, that type of man that every man has been, that, keeps everything bottled inside. Then later on, it explodes, and then you look like a big maniac at the baby shower,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Is there any advice that you would give others for, besides getting a therapist, but like?
That's not my advice. Get a therapist. I don't want to advise that to anybody because that's each to each his own. People feel like there's a stigma to having a therapist, that you're crazy or something like that. Nah, it's just sometimes you need somebody to talk to. And I can't talk to my weirdo ass, crazy ass friends sometimes, all right?
Why is that?
Because sometimes they're going through the same thing you're going through, and you need a different opinion. It's because they're your friend, and they're gonna be nice to you, and they're gonna maybe probably
pick your side.
Say what you want to hear, but that way you go with somebody you don't know, but that you could trust.
Unbiased opinion. Yes, which is important. Therapist. Exactly. What's an emotion that's hard for you to communicate?
What do you mean?
So like, I know you like to be funny, right? So humor, that's an easy emotion for you, right?
I communicate everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't.
There's nothing that you struggle with.
Give me some examples.
So for some people, like, I would say for me, it's hard to go to funerals because I don't like openly showing others that I'm crying.
I've cried with my boys. I've cried at funerals. I'm not worried about. Yeah. I've never been that type of person. I'm a man. I can't. I feel the way I feel. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I've done speeches and cried at the end, teared and stuff like that. Even recently, I'm at a function for the Puerto Rican festival, and at the end of my speech, I'm like, like a little tear came down because it was like being here it was great, and I was happy.
Yeah.
And you can't stop that. Yeah. So I let it go.
Yeah. So you're comfortable in your skin.
Yeah, I gotta be. This is mine. Nobody else is gonna advocate for me. Nobody else is gonna live for me. Nobody else is gonna live this life but me.
Hmm. Do you believe in the power of manifestation?
Yes, 11 years ago, they picked 6 influencers to Hot 97. This is the first time they were using influencers to promote Summer Jam. I've been working with Hot 97 that long. But when I was with the girl I was with at the time, she will tell you, she's not here no more, so have a good night. But she would have said, it's crazy because my first thing was, I always wanted to work here. I always wanted to be a part of this radio station. And then it happened.
It's so
It
interesting.
took a long time. And I would never have thought that they would consider me or even reach out to me to do this. So it was like, holy shit. Like, even the deal I got with Diddy, you know, he's in trouble and shit. My fault, bro. But even the deal I got with him, I always wanted a TV show. Growing up, I always wanted something like A Living Color, you know. I ended up getting a sketch comedy show on Revolt TV. And then from there, I get the radio station stuff, and I'm just trying
Moving.
trying to move.
Yeah.
Trying to make things move now.
Yeah. It's
But manifestation, even with a girl I always wanted, I always manifest. When I was younger, I would manifest her, or like, you know, if you want something, get it. Because all you got to do is just think about it, and you'll figure out a way. I guess.
it's so interesting because I do believe in the power of manifestation, and I have read a lot of like books, and you know, sometimes when I'm working, I casually listen to like an audiobook about it to remind myself of like, you know, am I living in the now? Am I being grateful? You know, what's a book or something that you read that stuck with you about manifestation? Did you ever read The Secret?
40 Laws of Power. I didn't read none of that stuff.
No.
None?
None?
I'm not a reader. Sorry.
You could, but I always tell people you don't have to read the book. You can literally
read the back of it or get the synopsis.
You can listen to the audiobook.
The audiobook, though. Nah, not a reader. But say the question one more time.
Yo, you stay doing it.
I know. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
So, what's a book that taught you about manifestation?
All right, boom. No, there was no book. Life taught me about manifestation. Going through a lot of failures, a lot of trial and error, and finding my own lane and finding my way through this social media stuff and trying to find my way and still being who I am. I found a way to manifest things.
So that's a lot more powerful. And it just tells you about like how this law is so real. The like if you want something, you go after it and you truly believe that you can obtain it, you can get it, right? But you have to spend significant amount of time.
No, you got to put in the work. Put in the work. Even if it's the girl of your dreams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That too. You got to think about it. How you going to get her? She likes strong guys. You got to start working out, you know? You got to get a job, this, that, and the third, you know? But you do all that stuff, I promise you, she'll say hi to you. Or whatever it is, you know?
It'll come to you.
It'll come to you.
And then I want to ask, so you've been traveling?
Where?
You've been traveling throughout the United States?
Yeah.
But is there a place that you would call home? Because I know that you're a native New Yorker. Is there somewhere else that you would call home? Or that feels like home?
I love my peoples out in Miami and Florida. Shout out to Sean, BK Tropical.
Is that a restaurant?
No, it's a smoke shop.
It's a smoke shop.
But they had booked me a long time ago. And we just ended up becoming friends, you know, and that was a good the upside of it. No downsides, upside, and I like California. I'm not gonna say that it's home, but my first time out there was such a dope experience. Shout out to Baby Bash. It was such a dope experience. You know, I got to meet Baby Bash, but I was out there doing a film festival, and
What was the name of it?
it was the official Latino Film Festival.
Oh, wow.
It was out in California. Forgot what desert they had it at. It was
Like Palm Springs or something?
I think Palm Springs.
Yeah.
I think it was Palm Springs. It was
I
a
love
desert.
Palm Springs.
And it was my first time getting an award there as a content creator.
Wow.
And it was dope. It was dope. I'm not gonna say it's home, but
It felt.
being my first time there in California, it was I was chilling.
Yeah.
It was dope. Like I love going back over there.
And so we talked about red flags, right?
Yeah.
We talked about your past relationships, or the last one, the one that left a good.
How about a red flag for is
All right, so go ahead.
Hold on, yeah. If I had a lot of female friends, is that a red flag for you?
Oh, as a woman,
A lot of female friends.
I mean, if it's a lot of female friends, it depends on. So this is the thing, right? Like boundaries are important.
When you're in a relationship, can you have a guy friend?
Of course, you're supposed to have other friends, right? But
no. Can you have a male friend that texts you, hits you up? Is that possible?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think that like, okay, so recently I had a situation where one of my friends got into a relationship.
And you was hitting him up.
And you know what? I realized to myself, I said, give him his space. He's in a new relationship. Our friendship is changing because he has this relationship and he loves this girl. I don't want the girl to feel any type of way about me. So what I'm gonna do is just not call, not talk to him, not as much and at different times.
Right.
So if I would talk to him on my way home from work, maybe I'll choose to talk to him on my way to work at 8 a.m. So it's not a weird time. Because sometimes when people are texting you or calling you and it's a weird time, different people take it differently. So like I'm a night owl. I'm up late until 1 a.m. That's the time I get off of work. So I'm texting people late, not recognizing that some people might be in bed at that time.
Right.
But because when you're in certain worlds and you're out all the time, or you're social, you don't look at the time the same way that a person that is.
He was with his girl and you called, huh? Text him.
Yeah.
And she got mad.
Sometimes
maybe
there's more friends. There's a lot of males, and you just don't know how another woman is gonna think. So yes. So I've learned over time boundaries. You cannot call or text your friends. Even if you do have friends, you're still allowed to have friends. Just change the times that you talk to them. Maybe
male friends, right?
Male friends,
right.
Yes. Because when you're single and they're single, you're talking at 3 a.m. in the morning because they might be at the club and you might be at the club and you're just like, oh, I went to this club and it's corny, and you're in the car driving home and they're like, so it's just normal. But then when you get in a relationship, everything changes.
Oh.
Why is that funny to you?
Because it's like a double standard. It's hard to differentiate when like a guy can't have female friends, but a girl can have guy friends.
No, I think we could all have friends because you all want to still you want to still maintain some sort of.
I do believe in it, but I don't.
Why?
I guess it's my experience. But I feel like I'm just the 1%, the 0.5%, But I don't know. I always I did a video about it. Like if you're in a relationship, two girls, a guy and a girl cannot be best friends. One of them guys to be ugly. I'm sorry. One of y'all gotta be ugly. Because two good-looking people are not gonna be best friends. You know what's gonna happen with two good-looking people? They're gonna be doing the do. They're gonna try something out because they're two good-looking people. Even when two ugly people hook up, like, yo, we just ugly, might as well just do us, It's just me and you now. Let's love each other, But one guy, nah, come on, man. I don't.
So
I sound dumb when I say
you don't sound dumb.
No, I do because I sound like The
It's
regular,
a fair.
no, my girl can't have no men friends. I sound like that. But can she have male friends? Like, when is he gonna hit her up? Like, why is he hitting her up?
Yeah, and it depends
You
on.
want to chill with my girl?
Yeah.
Why she don't want to chill with me? Or like, why would I want to hang out with my homegirls when I could do that with my girl?
Yeah.
Why I'm gonna take you out to the club? I'm gonna take my girl to the club. You know? I just feel like.
Okay, so this is making sense a little bit. So what you're saying is like the slot that you have for a friend when you get into a relationship, your girl becomes your friend. So you could take your girl everywhere with you. She could take you everywhere with her.
I don't want that either.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's dangerous. It's like codependency.
Yeah, that
and
too.
you still want to be, you still want to have a little bit of your own life. Like, I don't want to be fully integrated in my partner's life. Because what about if I
think that was the problem with my ex.
Yeah,
she was
it's too much
into it to a point where she was all over it, and I think that's where part of why we broke up too.
Yeah, because you have to have, I believe in boundaries, and I believe you always have to have your own life. I believe that once you get in a relationship, the only commitment I have to you is not to mislead you, not to lie to you, not to steal from you, not to do anything negative to you. But as long as I'm going to work, as long as I'm operating in a respectful way to you, I don't feel like you should have anything to worry about.
Sure.
But I know that people don't live by those principles all the time.
No, people don't.
And I know that, that's unrealistic to think that just because you operate in a state of like transparency, that doesn't mean other people do it. And I've learned that, I've learned to like look out for signs that someone might not be as transparent as I am, because I'm very upfront. I'm very black and white.
That's my problem. I'm too blunt that people gonna think, yeah, this guy's no good. Like, they're gonna think I'm no good. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a nice person. I'm a good person. That's how I be telling people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I live in New York. I went through a lot of my life that I'm not nice to everybody. Not everybody gets the best energy out of me.
I love that.
Unless you know me.
I love that you're able to say that.
Unless you know me, then all right, cool. Come to my house. Let's hang out. Let's chill. Let's just make some videos and stuff. But besides that, like, I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not.
New York City is such a big city. There's 8 million people here, right? It's hard to filter everything. So all of us, we all have different ways that we filter things. And it doesn't mean that we don't like or we hate, or it just means that in order for us to function as human beings in such a large city, we have to filter things out. So what it sounds like you're saying to me is like, this is how you filter things, right? When you're not nice and you're just like upfront about everything to everyone, everyone gets the I don't know, the PR Ken. Here, I meet you, I give you the PR version, right? And the public version. And then when I'm private, you get the real person that, because you're not going to go you're not going to go and do everything that you would do for your best friend.
Exactly.
Right? So there's ways you have to filter things,
but
right?
I'm still the same person on and off IG. It's just you don't get to see a lot.
And it's no longer just IG for you, Ken. It's also radio.
Yeah, radio
right?
too.
And then it's also camera, right? So really, it's not just IG. It's the on and off the camera, on and off the radio. We're getting the same person. But when you live in such a big city, you do have to have a filtering process.
You do.
And, relationships are really hard in New York City. And I want to touch on that a little bit more, because I want to say, like, when you think about, give me 3 things that makes you say yes to a relationship.
Give me an example.
You meet someone. How are you filtering whether or not they're a good candidate for you, right?
Oh, by the way they speak.
Okay, so 1, the way they speak to you.
The way they speak. Oh, the way they speak in general.
Okay.
Not just to me or just to the way they speak to other people.
Ooh, Good.
I don't know. Give me some examples.
Okay, so for me, when I'm thinking of like a yes, I don't like criminals. I don't like anyone that's engaging in criminal activities. So that's the number one thing for me as a woman in New York City.
Oh, girls that got boyfriends
Right.
just want free food.
Okay, so yep.
I guess I don't like feeling like an option. Like if I become an option, don't even pick me. Pick the other dude.
And I say the same thing. That's my second one.
So I guess like when I'm talking to a girl and I show interest, she shows interest. Just make sure your calendar is free. You know.
Yeah.
Make sure there's somebody else I got to worry about, or the drug dealer that buys you the bottles on the weekends is pulling up tonight. I can't hang out with you. That happened before, but yeah.
Anything else?
Nah, I'm real simple. You know, I don't ask for a lot. Just be for real. Be real. You know, be honest about yours.
Yeah. And when we talk about fulfilling relationships,
this whole podcast is about my relationship.
all relationships.
Nah, it's okay.
It's your perspective on relationships. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to get at your perspective, right?
Me.
So, what does a fulfilling relationship feel like for you?
When you're both happy. When you're both happy. That's all I can say. Because without that, it's nothing. Yeah, somebody's going to be miserable. Somebody's going to cheat. You both got to be happy and find that unison and find that
togetherness.
That thing that makes y'all go, you know, that makes the glue and stay there.
And then what does peace look like for you in a relationship?
Right now, not being in one.
And I often hear that.
Not being in one. I know it's crazy. My life's been lonelier, a little quieter. I'm not on the phone as much, saving money now. I guess finding me again. My ex would probably say the same thing because, you know, she was always with someone, and we were together for like 7 years. So I know she's out there doing her thing, you know, living life.
Being beautiful.
Okay. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Nah. Yeah, look, I don't got no hate towards her, you know, and she's happy, I'm happy, you know, and that's it.
But this is what you just said something that's important, and it brings me to my next question, which is 50-50. Do you believe in 50-50? Because you talked about the money.
Yeah, I do believe in 50-50.
You do believe in 50-50?
But here, it's not money, though. Mm-hmm. It's if I pay the bills, you got to do the rest of the house stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There shouldn't be no problem. I shouldn't have to clean, cook, and pay the bills, too.
Absolutely.
You know,
that doesn't sound.
I'm not saying you got to put your money up, but I'm not also saying that hide your money and not spend your money on yourself. Like,
that's right. Or help, on me.
Yeah,
or on you.
On me. Yeah. Or help me out sometimes, you know? That's how I see 50-50. But if there's somebody in the relationship that's getting more money than the other person, I still see 50-50. But if I'm paying all the bills, you got to take care of the house.
So would you say that you like a traditional household? Like, you know, you like the masculine, feminine.
I don't know. I wasn't in a relationship that long to be a traditional anything.
Yeah.
I was just in some shit, you know.
Yeah. You were caught up.
I wasn't caught up, you know. I was in love and I thought things was gonna happen, and they didn't. And that was it, you know.
Yeah. But I will say that when we think about relationships and we think about the 50-50 situation, a lot of people, that's like a huge thing.
I know. Every girl right now, 80% of them is not with that shit. But then there's that 20% that have their own shit that turns me on. Like when a girl has her own shit, pays her own bills, does her own thing, cool. Now, if I wanted to manifest me trying to be with her, I gotta get right. You know what I mean? And I know when I get right, and she's gonna be waiting for me, when we come together, it's gonna be, everybody's gonna make money, everybody's gonna be happy, and everybody's gonna be in love, you know? I just feel like y'all both gotta be on the same page as far as, you know, everything. You got to be on the same page.
When I think about relationships, I always think about like, you got to help each other. You got to be nurturing to each other. And I don't see that a lot. I see like givers and takers. Like recently I remember like talking to someone and
man,
they were telling me that they were struggling, and you know, I might help you out if I know that you're struggling, right? if I'm dating the person. And then but then I
So
I
the
go
dude you're dating, he said, "Yeah, girl, you look fine today, but I'm struggling."
No. They would give you a sob story. It's always a sob story.
Oh yeah, they hit you. Oh, they hit you with the story
get
first.
Get some money out of you. You know.
Yo, they took the pack.
You know, or they
I couldn't pay back the connect.
Yeah, it's always some sad. And I'm a Caribbean woman, so like my bank account that you see, if you ever see my bank account, is gonna have like $500 in there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I'm not saving. I'm not openly letting. I'm a Caribbean woman. We don't do that. We always broke.
You still got her money under the mattress. I got you.
Clearly, but I think that like when for me, when people really need something, you got to come through. That is like a principle. If you love someone and they really need it,
your word means everything.
You come through for them.
Especially for the person you love.
You try to come through, right?
Yeah.
But if I know that you're about to spend that in the strip club, get a bottle, I'm not supporting your terrible choices. Hell fucking no. In any way. Like I don't, anyone that I love and care about.
They shouldn't spend money at the strip club?
I'm not supporting none of your terrible choices. That's just
a terrible choice?
And I think like, get your priorities in order. You can have fun, but priorities have to.
Oh, but you okay with your man going to the strip club?
Yeah, I don't care about what anyone does. That's your life. Cool. You do what the hell makes you happy. I don't give a damn.
I knew a girl like that. Didn't even like nobody going to the strip club.
No, I can't. Like that's a terrible way to live. I can't tell another human being what they should enjoy or what they shouldn't enjoy.
That I learned that too.
Right?
In a relationship.
Yeah, it's like that's not my life. My life is my life. Your life is your life. You do what makes you happy. We come together. We are building something together. However, the minute I see that you're engaging in any type of behavior that I don't think is healthy, I might not even tell you. I'm just not going to support it. And you will know because I will not give you anything or help you in any way because I'm not going to help you destroy yourself, and people don't see that, like a lot of the times when people are in relationships, they want someone to enable them. They want someone to enable their terrible decision making. And I'm not going to enable anyone that I'm with. If I care about you, if anything, I'm going to let you know how I truly feel and bring it to light because that's what love is. Love is you're nurturing, but then you're also letting someone know, hey, this is not okay. This pattern is not okay. This behavior is not okay. You have to hold people accountable, not in a way that's destructive or, dehumanizing.
Mm-hmm.
I have done that before. I've been the bad person where I've, maybe said some things that weren't that nice. But it's important to hold people accountable, not make excuses for bad decision making. If your finances are a mess, that's because you're doing something wrong. If your love life is in a mess, you're doing something wrong. You got to figure out how to get it to an equilibrium. How do you get it to a good state, a flow state? Yeah. You talk about you're at peace right now. I
got a date on Tuesday though, but I'm all right. hey, let me tell you something.
And he said he doesn't date in New York City.
Nah, I do.
You going on that 100 date? Huh? You doing 100 date in a month?
With me? Hell no. You crazy? This is like a long time friend of mine's I've done business with, and she's cool.
Yeah.
But the thing is, before we spoke, we was like, so this is a date, right? She was like, don't be weird. And I was like, all right, nah, you got it.
I love that.
Just pay for your half.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
Nah, I'm messing with you. I ain't say that. Nah, it's just, we're gonna go hang out and that's it. No pressure.
No pressure. Do you believe that you should be friends before you get into a relationship?
Yes, I believe that in every relationship that I was in. In every relationship I was in, I wish I would have been their friends first.
You know what? It's funny
I probably would have not end up with y'all, just to be honest.
You know what's funny to me is that when a guy is like trying to get with me and he doesn't want to be friends first, that's a red flag for me.
I get it. But sometimes you deal with people that know what they want. Like if I come up to you and I want to holler at you, I'm not thinking about friendship, but I don't want you to think I'm being a pervert either. But I am thinking about like, damn, this girl could be my girl right now. Like, I want to be with her. What the hell I got to do? I don't want to be her friend. I don't, But I'm going to be honest with you. You got to be her friend. You have to be this girl's friend first before anything.
Yeah.
And I learned that the hard way.
And why do you think that is?
Because of that. At a time I was dealing, in the beginning of IG, I was dealing with a lot of bottle girls here and there, and I wanted one chick to hold down. So much was happening. I needed somebody I didn't need somebody. I wanted somebody I can have there to be like, and just look at and be like, all right, I'm good now. I'm home,
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you feel like that's what most men want?
Yeah. I mean, dudes don't want to get cheated on and go crazy and get locked up acting a fool. I feel like everybody's looking for love, but it just sucks out here. You can't trust nobody.
Well, you can trust. You just got to trust God first.
Trust God.
I trust God first.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not God shaming or anything, but
yeah,
God, you're not down here when these girls is hurting me, breaking my heart. You heard?
But this is the thing, right? Like,
he's there when I go home, and I'm like, why, God? Why you made me take her out that night?
So you definitely.
Why you made me spend money on her BBL, God? Nah.
So you do regret some of the money you spent?
Nah. I don't regret
anything.
Because I was being a nice person and I was being me. I regret the people they became. I don't regret anything. I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. Have fun.
I do believe that like it all works out. Like
that I do.
I believe it all works out. I believe like
that all works out thing is so crazy to me. It's like, sometimes I'll be down and out, I won't have no money and I'll get a call.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we need 4 videos. All right, I'm good for a few months because yes, I do charge and I'm very expensive. I'm not expensive, but you get a bang for your buck with me, all right? You get your views, you get real followers and all that. My fault. Anyway, but then I lost track. What was I saying?
You were saying that in terms of the money that you spent, you don't regret.
I don't regret it, nah.
And that it all works out.
It all works out, sometimes doing all that, you see people for who they are, and I still don't regret it. So
yeah, I interestingly enough for me, it's like I'm very observant, and I'm a trained.
Like, I don't even want to cut you off, but when people do that and they act weird, after like you do something for them or you give them money, you put a price on it, and that's like your worth to me. So all them regrets or whatever, I don't regret anything. Just when you act weird when I do something for you or towards you and fuck the whole shit up, that's your worth to me,
So this is like, so basically you're saying that like in transactional relationships, when the person gets what they want, they kind of change up. And if they do change up, you're all right with that?
Nah, I wish people didn't change up. I wish people could just still be themselves, but whatever.
But that's not reality.
Nah.
Yeah. It's so interesting because I do think that I do believe that it all works out. And I believe that if I have to give you $500 to get rid of you, I'm fine with that. And there's never no loss. Cause like we always think like, oh my God, like the victim mindset is like, oh my God, people did me dirty. And sometimes I fall into that. The victim mindset where you're just replaying all the times somebody did you wrong or played you or manipulated you or hurt you. But there's that situation where you have to say to yourself, like, it's fine. It just makes you better, and more situations come out of that.
I'm the same way.
And the money triples.
For me, I just look at it like, oh, so this is what it was? All right, cool. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't throw subs on IG. You just disappear. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ken, thank you so much for joining me on Unofficial Therapy. It was a blast.
I didn't know we was talking about my old relationships on this podcast, but it was dope.
It's always going to be about
My
relationships.
therapist is going to be mad because I'm not calling her this week. I already let it out, right?
Good luck on all of your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Especially with Hot 97.
Yes. Shout out to Tri-State of Mind. Shout out to my cousins, Ray, Linda A-Bar. And we wanna change history little by little.
I know you will. Take care, guys.
I know you will.
Bye.